Good day to everyone. This is InnMind channel, and today we meet with amazing startup founder. He's co-founder at Weld Money, which is crypto fintech company. Hopefully in future, great competitor for Revolut. Please meet Alex Bobok. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
First of all, before we go to the next topics, I want to ask you about Weld Money. Could you please give a brief introduction to what it is? Because we had a year ago, one of your colleagues, Irina, on the interview on InnMind channel, and maybe new audience at our channel does not know about Weld Money.
Weld Money is a solution which allows you to pay with your crypto balances everywhere. Just in a coffee shop, in a shopping mall, in a gas station. Everything is quickly transparent. Everything is cheap, so you don't pay like blockchain fees. We provide a solution which allows you, using Apple Pay or Google Pay, just seamlessly connect your crypto wallet and to pay in zero action in 4 seconds.
Actually, I'm looking forward to the time when you go to Europe. I know that you're already active for Ukrainian citizens and you have more than 20,000 of registered users, thousands of daily active users, and also more than 800,000 people in the waiting list for your new products. So could you please give us some information about when you will be in Europe approximately?
As for now, we are up and running in Ukraine. That's true. We have tested all the technology, all financial flows, all legal structures and legal models. Made already crypto reporting this year, first in our experience. And this year we're going to start with European Union. It's 27 countries. Our next step is to make like a small spin-off in our product and to provide white label card solution for Web3 projects like centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, wallets, gamify projects, and so on. Our B2B clients would be able to integrate in 3 or 4 weeks our API and to get their own design, their own white label crypto card and functionality inside their product, which allows you to off-ramp from your favorite exchange, from your favorite crypto wallet, in the real life, in your favorite coffee shop, or make some present to your granny using cryptocurrency, and to make it as easy as you will use a regular traditional banking card. So, and this model will help us to achieve a lot of clients much faster than in traditional B2C marketing. Because from our side, we provide technology, legislation, model, and all the banking processes. They're backed by our team. And from side of our Web3 partner, let's say a B2B client, we obtain marketing and we obtain clients and we start working as soon as first transaction is made.
That sounds like a dream solution, really. And I do not know how about grandmothers, but in my everyday life, I really need it. So I'm looking forward until the time that I can get my Weld Money card until the end of the year. Hopefully, we will see it soon. Alex, yeah. I also wanted to ask you a question that many other founders on earlier stages ask us in different workshops and webinars. What is the most challenging part for you being the founder of crypto fintech company? Was it fundraising? Was it operations? Was it regulatory issues, licensing, entering new countries, etc.? So if you think, I know there were a lot of challenges, but what you would say was the hardest part?
I think the hardest part is any process with black box. For us as fintech startup, as a team with great idea, with huge internal strengths, I think the most not planned process is dealing with banking services, with AML and KYC procedures. Cryptocurrency is something very new for traditional banking system. On the other side, the main task of national regulator is to pretend problems which can cause with some new service. So they are controlling all the steps. They try to check everything. They try to understand what we are doing, how AML works, how do we check our clients. And on one side, we are dealing with national regulator, a national bank in Lithuania. On the other side, we have to deal with internal services inside banking partner who actually issues and opens accounts for our clients. And it's part of education. It's part of being emotionally called, and to be able to wait as much as necessary to go to the end, to finish, to make the result. That was, I think, for us, the most challenging part, because everything else is much easier. In crypto, fundraising is part of presentation and sales. When you understand the pain, when you understand the willings of your audience, and we all see the trend in growing crypto transactions between peers, between friends, in crypto payments processing and e-commerce. Even in traditional e-commerce, we see crypto PSP. So we understand that crypto transactions will grow and grow and grow all years. Financial system is complex. It's lots of regulation, and crypto financial system is absolutely challenging. And also crypto financial project in country where there is no legislation is something something incredible. So if you have your internal willing to make achievements, it's a great way to do that.
That's a great point, actually, because you mentioned crypto project in the country without clear legislation. And your company success depends a lot on how fast you integrate different banks in different jurisdictions in your operations. What was easier for you to talk and negotiate with banks in Europe, in UK, in Ukraine, or maybe in some well-known crypto-friendly jurisdictions like Dubai, Singapore, whatever else?
Actually, depends. In Ukraine, there was no banks who worked with crypto at all. I mean, in terms of crypto card. In Europe, we have several companies, banks, partners, it's financial companies or banks who already working with crypto projects. And they have some experience, they understand a bit what's blockchain, how it's working, what is crypto AML processes, and so on. They're a bit more developed in this field. In Ukraine, we began to work with long list, like 15 or 20 banks. The short list was maybe 5. And before we made a real production, we had to pass 3 integrations. First 2 banks stopped in the middle of integration because of different points. The third integration was planned for March 2022. Unfortunately, this integration was stopped in like 95% of readiness because of the war in Ukraine. And in May 2022, we started the 4th integrations with our current running bank. It's a Unix bank. It's an incredible team of professionals who were able to deal with a huge goal to create a crypto card in our local regulation during the war in absolutely extreme situation. And I think this is the biggest win after Ukrainian experience, where we made a crypto fintech startup during, let's say, 4.5-5 months, from May till September. I think we are not afraid of any other market, and it's just a piece of job to open new markets later. So Ukraine, I think, was much harder than Europe. And we will look on the situation in Asia and Africa, which is in our roadmap. But I think that will be an easy work after Ukraine.
Oh yeah, you are real heroes, guys. And by the way, everyone who is watching this video right now, you can check the link in the description. Our previous interview with Irina Lawrence, who is co-founder of Alex at Weld Money, and she told mind-blowing story how they actually started and launched the first product during the war, the horrible war, and how they could manage to build the project, not to skip any serious deadlines and everything. I love this story a lot, and I think everyone should watch it if you didn't do it yet. But coming back to the situation with crypto, Alex, how do you think this war provoked authorities and government to think about crypto adoption as a tool, as a mechanic to let people access more convenient financial services?
I can analyze the marketing situation, and not marketing, sorry, market situation. That the crypto adoption in Ukraine was incredible last year because of lots of new rules, new restrictions made by national regulator because of the situation. And sometimes you have really no other chance, no other way to move your funds from Ukraine to your family in Europe, in abroad, because of the restrictions and regulations. And you have to understand how to create your wallets, how to exchange your fiat to crypto, how to send it. And on the other side, where you, on the recipient side, for example, this is your wife, she has to understand how to convert crypto to euro and to buy, I don't know, some food, groceries, and so on. So that was a huge pump of crypto adoption in Ukraine. Talking about regulation, I'm not sure that it was a big deal for regulators, for taxing system to open some new doors for crypto. I think it's that will be future steps. It's not a priority task for the country where the war is going. So the main stand that the exchange rates grows more than 50% during 1 year, and the volume of crypto trading market and the volume of whole Ukrainian economy, they differ too much to focus on the crypto market.
How actually to efficiently split the work between the founders in a Web3, growing Web3 project? I mean, you have your co-founders, but on a startup stage, everyone does everything. So how to do it efficiently and connect it with fair distribution also of the company shares and maybe tokens in the core founding team? Actually,
we have strict this differentiation and dividing of let's say tasks and directions. For example, my partner Irina, she's responsible for all crypto part. It's token management, it's token product features, it's understanding of what is the pain and what is the willing of our target audience. She also responsible for negotiations with partners in crypto, for example, exchanges or some services which we need for our daily service and operating. And I trust her experience. I trust what she's doing. Of course, we have ability to talk each other, to ask an advice, because sometimes you can't decide what to do, because on one hand there are different criteria to challenge your solution. On the other side, you have to synchronize your business development process or your negotiations with investors or partners on the production and operating roadmap. That's why we're keeping in touch every day and on an everyday basis. We trust each other. We ask questions. Of course, if we don't understand what's going on inside, we have to understand it. And it's not a part of trust. It's a part of just the whole understanding what's going on in your project. Also, it's regular brainstorms, what to do next, how to implement one or another functionality. How can we find more monetization streams using some core technology, and so on. So we strictly divided who is responsible for which part of the project. Of course, we have team tokens, and as you know, 50% of success in startup lays on great product. The other half of success lays on great team, which has internal strength, competency, and energy to run it and to start it, to take off the project. That's why on an early stage, actually in really early stage, it's super important to motivate your team, not only with some salary, but with idea, with your internal culture, with some future token packages, because we all spend life and energy, and we have to understand what we're doing for and why we're doing that for.
And speaking about transition from Web 2 to Web 3, I remember that you are coming from Web 2 industry. Previously, before Weld Money, you had your startups in Web 2 business models. And right now, you're already a few years very deep in crypto fintech, developing Weld Money. What was the most difficult, not from the business perspective, but from this transition perspective? I mean, the Web3 tokenized business fundraising is very much different from Web2. So what do you find the most complicated or inefficient at the current stage of the development of Web3 businesses as a Web3 founder?
I have two strong points which helped me to move from Web2 to Web3. Really not so difficult, really, as this step was pretty easy for me. On one side, I have absolutely amazing partner in Irina, who is very experienced in crypto, who explained me everything what I should know, and I have ability to ask her every day everything what I'm not understanding. I have cool mentor, really strong experienced mentor provided by my partner. The second that I have long and deep experience in ITs. You know, when you are, for example, a lawyer or I don't know, a chief in a restaurant, that will be hard to understand what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin, what is transaction, and so on. As soon as I work in IT 20 years, I have developed different systems. That was financial systems for loans, for leasing. That was like media portals and other different IT projects. So that was just a time to understand, to learn documentation, to speak with professionals. And that's not the most hardest part of this project, to understand how blockchain works.
And the last question for today, since I promised it would be not a long interview and you are still driving. Alex, I know that you work like crazy, guys. I mean, a lot of founders do the same, yeah? And 8 hours working day is not even a dream if you're a startup founder. The average, we calculated and talked with founders, it's like 12 hours.
No. 8 hours is okay for Sunday.
For Sunday, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 hours is okay for Sunday.
So, and in your case, it's even more tough because in your case, you are not just working as any other founders like crazy 24/7, but during the last couple of years, you also had to move to another country, move all your team due to war, handle with all the war consequences and everything. So my question is, how do you keep the energy? Because always when we talk with you and Irina, you are smiling, you are very energetic and positive. What helps you? Is it sport? Is it vitamins? Is it some special motivation tree?
All startups and all entrepreneurs who are focused on new ideas and new products, they are ill for the same illness. Ill for the same illness, yeah. It's some crazy energy inside which moves you forward. You're always focused on some, let's say, potential advantages, on some ideas, and you are driven by creating new projects, new products, something what enhances the quality of life, the speed of some regular processes, on comfort, increasing your comfort or your native locals, natives, friends, and so on. And it's just the psychology. You are like this person. You don't sitting sad like years. What will I do if everything will go wrong? What to do next? You always think your brain works like this. You're always thinking about your product or some solutions around your product. Or once I found that very often when I, for example, come into a coffee shop or in some service or some, for example, attractions park, I'm trying to understand what was the investments here. How much people attend this attraction every day? What is the average bill here? What is the amount for? Do they do their money on entrance tickets or on restaurants and food inside or on toys? I'm trying to calculate everything. It's a part of my brain. I think all startups, entrepreneurs, and businessmen think like this. We are always focused on future and on enhancing or creating more and more advantages in our world. Of course, you have to divide your time. You have to find time for sports, for example, yoga, for music, because if you don't empty your brain from working ideas, from working thoughts, you lose the focus. You are like over focused on some problem or solution. You can't find the solution. When you do like couple hours of wakeboard, when you just take everything from your brain, you come back and you find the solution in 5 minutes. It just works like that. I don't know why, but it works like that. So yeah, it's sports, it's music, it's you really have to negotiate with people every day, with new people. It's energy change, it's ideas, it's testing of your ideas, of your opportunities, of maybe some new new points for your business or for business of your friend or partner. So and it helps much. And you have to mix everything.
It sounds very inspiring. So first of all, be inspired by your business and think about future and not about only risks and potential failures. And also balance it, yeah, empty your brains, as you said, with sport, music, and other activities. Okay, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we finish, your advice to Web3 founders who will be watching us today.
Buy Bitcoin and hold it.